We started in '89. '89 to about 2001, something like that. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure it was 2001 because right before September 11th.
You know, at what point during that time did you think, hey, I'm funny, I could be on stage, I could do that?
Yeah, I can't even hear myself think with all that music. Yo, Tracy! What's
going on over there?
It's Tracy Morgan's dressing room. Always like Soul Train. Let me go turn the music down real quick. Yo, Trey. What? Tracy, listen, dude. Doing an interview over here, right? Can I just turn the music down for a little bit? Just for a little bit.
What you just said?
We doing an interview for a magazine over there, and the music
You
is
know
so
what?
loud.
Well, why don't you take your big disconnected ass over there and back in the room and do? Because this is music right here, okay?
Yeah, but we doing an interview and I can't hear nothing.
Interview, schminterview, okay? Take your ass over there.
So you gonna disrespect me in front of the cameras now?
Get the camera out of here. We in here. Look, get the camera out of here.
Disrespect me in front of the cameras now.
Yeah, get out of here. Go close your door. Thank you, Kevin.
Well, why don't you at least close your door, dude?
.com, please.
This is public area. This is community area, man.
Right.
Everybody
community your ass back.
Well, could you at least close your door?
I'll close
please?
my door. Take your ass back over there.
Yo, you lucky you one of the stars of this show, man. The
Feeling
whole
all
story be
unnecessary.
different.
Get your ass on over there.
You know, talk about at what point in your life of going through it did you know you wanted to do comedy yourself instead of being the man behind the scenes?
I didn't know I wanted to do comedy. What happened was we started making stars. Like the dudes that we started in the game. I mean, we literally brought these guys off the street. Like when I met Tracy Morgan, he wasn't a comic. His first time on stage, his first time on TV was when I said, "Yo, you ready?" Flex Alexander from One on One, he was a dancer for Salt and Pepper when I met him. First time on a concert doing comedy, first time on TV, I put him there. So when I started healing, maybe, this is 2007 now, so I think I've been doing stand-up for about 7 years, 8 years now, something like that. But I just felt like if I could make so many guys off the street funny, why not do it for myself? At least when I blow up, I can't go nowhere without taking me along with me, you know.
Right.
And it was pretty much that simple. So I just decided to start doing it. And because I worked with so many comics from the beginning, I'm talking about Tracy Morgan, Flex Alexander, Mike Epps, Bill Bellamy. You know, there was a lot of guys who had just become stars that I knew from the very beginning. Chris Tucker, Chris Rock. I mean, a lot of guys. I just figured I didn't learn so much what to do, but watching their careers, I learned what not to do. So when I started doing stand-up, I just went by that rule. Well, I better not do that because I saw this guy do it.
What would be the number one thing that you learned what not to do? You don't gotta mention any names.
No. But the biggest thing is don't lose yourself. Don't lose yourself. You gotta stay humble. Gotta stay humble. Gotta stay grounded. And with staying humble is don't forget where you come from. Don't think you're too big for the fans that built you. You know, when they come for autographs, doesn't matter how tired you are, sign those autographs. They want to take a picture, take those pictures. I mean, it doesn't matter how tired you are, how stressful your day is. Those are the people that help you become the star. Those are the people that watch your movies, watch your TV shows, and you just gotta stay humble. Because in this game, there's a lot of people gassing us up. Like I'm going through that thing right now. I come to work and people gassing me up and smile when they see me and tell me how good I am and how great I am. And women think I'm fine all of a sudden. You know, you gotta keep it. I mean, I am kind of fly, but you gotta keep it, you know, in perspective. You know what I'm saying? So the biggest thing is stay humble. Stay humble. I work real hard at staying humble.
Who would you say, you know, one person or a couple people who didn't lose themselves or who didn't forget who they are and who, you know, stayed true to the person they were when they had nothing?
Well, you know what? I gotta give big shout outs to Tracy Morgan, because I had seen him on the comedy circuit 7 years ago, and then I hadn't seen him again until I came to work on 30 Rock. And the first time I saw him, I didn't even know this was his show. I didn't know he was one of the stars of the show. They were saying, okay, Tracy's coming. But it could have been Tracy You know, it could have been Tracy Ellis Ross. It could have been, you know, Tracy Chapman. I didn't know what Tracy they were saying. They just said Tracy's coming. So the day we were shooting the first scene of the pilot, they said, okay, Kevin, you sit here, and Tracy's gonna sit there. But like I said, I didn't know it was the Tracy Morgan that I knew from way back, who I hadn't seen in 7 years. And he showed up, and he came into the restaurant, and all the NBC executives were there, all the producers and all the bigwigs were there. And I was just sitting playing my position, and he walks in, and he walks to the back, and I hear him. It looked like he saw me from way back there, and he goes, Kev, yo, Kev, and he's screaming out my name, and he runs to me, and we greet each other like, you know, happy reunion. And he just gave me a lot of love. So I think the energy that our chemistry created was perfect for the character. Helped him, you know, shine within the character, and it aided in that. So
which was just him being him.
Which was him being him. But like, you know, some people you feel uncomfortable around, and you might get around them, and you might close up, or you might feel, you know, some kind of way. But the energy that our natural vibe was perfect for what they were looking for from his character. So I definitely got to give props to Tracy Morgan, because, you know, a lot of people may not have handled the situation like that. You know, they see people from their past, and they're so busy trying to run from their past, and be like, oh no, you know, whatever. But no, big ups to Tracy. He always looks out.
Talk about how things really develop with, you know, meeting Tracy after you hadn't seen him for so many years in 30 Rock. But how'd you get an audition, or how did your entrance start? How did you get there? And or did you something you wanted to do? Were you looking to do more TV, or?
No, you know what it was. I think, you know, in this industry, you ride through phases where certain things are hot. So I think I rode through the phase where the bald-headed black man was hot. You know, Michael Jordan made it sexy. So every show you look at, you're gonna see the bald-headed black man. And I think because I had my bald head at that time, it was a look that, like, I did this movie. I auditioned for this movie, and when online, I put a letter, or like a cover letter, saying, there's room for a big bald-headed black man in every movie. And the producer called me because he thought that was funny. He was like, yeah, we got a role for you. And he made me like an astronaut or something like that in the movie. But I just started noticing that.
Do you feel that, you know, you talk about the positive, you ever feel like it's a negative, maybe being typecasted like that?
Yeah, you know, the negative, Grizz and I talk about it all the time. They always, when they put us in a movie, they don't develop our character much. They'll give us one word, one sentence. Oh, you can't go over there. You know, I gotta search you. The little guys, they get developed characters. They'll have a love interest. They'll have a wife. They'll have girlfriends. They'll have kids. They'll be angry in a scene and crying in a scene, and they get a chance to show their range as an actor. And it's one of my missions is to show them that the big dude has some range too. You know, the big dude, I can cry. Put me in a movie, let me cry. I'll cry. You know, if I have to. Put me in a movie, give me a wife, give me a love interest, give me some kids to play with. You know,
big.
Develop my character. See what I'm saying? See what little fella? Hey, too big. See how little he is? We can put him in one of those little red devil suits. Put him on Hell Date. You're on Hell Date.